Welcome to the show. This is episode 7 of Above the Clouds, the show where I teach you how to draw character illustrations. Today I'll be showing you this technique I'm using to draw the human head and just go through the process step by step with you so that you can understand it. So I'm here in Clip Studio Paint now to show you this technique that I've learned to draw heads. And what I want to do is actually want to draw each and every single one of these people's faces, heads, and show you how I go about doing that using this technique. And I think it's easier to explain if I do it from a head or from a face, a person whose head is at an angle. So the first step I like to take when I'm drawing the human head is either start with a circle or a oval. Depending on if you're looking at a person from the front and back view or from a angle, you're going to either use a oval or a circle. So for this picture over here, this woman has her head at an angle. So what I'm going to do is draw an oval using an oval. Doesn't have to be perfect. It has to have an ovular shape. You kind of want it to match the way the head is moving as well, but all right, we have a nice oval. And so now what I'm thinking about is how do I make this oval a three-dimensional shape? Well, let's see. When I think about this, I want to follow the way, I want to make it three-dimensional in the way that the head is also three-dimensional. So this is the oval. Let me get a bigger brush. This is the oval I'm talking about right here. We drew the oval, and then we're gonna make it three-dimensional with a vertical line and then a horizontal line like that. So same thing over here. You got the vertical orientation and then the horizontal. So now it looks a little bit more 3D. I know it's sketchy, but it's a little bit more 3D. So now that I have these two lines here that are representing this shape in a three-dimensional space, what this line represents is, this horizontal line represents is the eye level of the character or the person that you're drawing. And then this is the center of the face right here. Same thing over here on this side. Center of the face, and then the eye level, it's like right there. I also like to plot out the side of the head as well. So I have the front of the face here, the center of the face with this vertical line. Now I want the side of the head with a vertical line over here. All right, so you have like a plus shape going on right here. What makes it easier for me as well is to draw a nice little circle here to represent the side of the head, the curvature of the head. And so at this point, we have two vertical lines, two lines going up and down, and one line going left to right. This line is eye level, and then the center of the front of the face and the side of the face or the head. So now what I want to do is actually draw the chin somewhere at the bottom of this line, the center of the head right here. So this is the chin line. And just use the vertical line to map out roughly where the chin is. And this plus area right here, where the eye level and the side of the head meet, that's where the start of the jaw is going to be. And because we made this line that's going down like this on the side of the head, we have an easy way to connect the chin to the jaw like that. And there you go. Now you have a nice jaw. And then after that, same thing on this side. You can draw another vertical line here and just connect the chin to the jaw, to that vertical line there, like that. And now you have a basic shape for your character's head. But it goes even deeper than that. All right. So here's my technique that I figured out and that I've studied and learned how to, maybe not perfect, but this is what I've learned how to break the head into this technique and learn it in this way. So over here on the side, we followed the head shape. All right. We have the oval. We made it a 3D shape. And then we did this and did this we created a circle for the side of the head, and made a vertical line right there, mapped out the chin, connected to that side, this vertical line, and then just drew in another line on the side of the head like that. And so that's basically what we have over here. But now what I want to show you is how to take this simple shape for the head and break it down to its most basic forms and structure of the face. Just simple shapes basically. So here in the photo, I want you to notice a shape that goes on here. So following this curvature of the head, we have this here, this line here that goes from like the eyebrow all the way back to the head, down to the eye level, back down, back into the face along the cheek, and then down the face and down to the chin. And so this is the shape that I'm always looking for now that I draw heads, is this shape right here. Because if you can find this shape, you can now map out where you need to put the rest of the forms of the face. So this is the brow line and where the eyes will sit. Just connect this right here to this shape, like that. And then we can do this on this side as well. Map it out. Follow the brow line to the curvature of the head. Find that shape, like a box shape. You're pretty much looking for geometric shapes that work in the face. So we have that now. Let's map out the side of the head right here. So it goes down into the face, down the face, and then back to the chin. Something like that. And then same thing. I'm going to find the geometric shapes right here for the face. Another like trapezoid looking thing. Map it out over here on this figure. And then back down to the chin on this side of the portrait of the figure. So now we have this simple shape for the head that I like to plot out. And this is a technique that I have learned how to identify and draw while studying and drawing faces in my sketchbook. I'll show you what I produce from that in a little bit. But now when we finish his face, we just connect this here, add a little bit of a curvature to the face like that. And now we have this basic head shape. And off of that head shape, we can now add the rest of the facial features. Just make a new layer above it. So now you just gotta follow the guidelines that you've made to plot out the eyes, where those are gonna go. The nose right here, somewhere right there. And then the mouth, somewhere right there, like that. And then the ears, or the ear. And just like that, we have a simple face. So now what I want to do is actually put this in the time lapse, draw the rest of those figures, and actually show you how I do it. The most important thing to remember though is to remember this shape here in green when you're drawing the face at any angle. You can do this from the front, side, looking up, looking down. I'm still kind of working on the different angles and stuff, but if you focus on that shape, I think you can really draw the head at whatever angle you want just by focusing on this shape of the head in a geometric way like this, and just drawing those shapes out like that. Because it really makes it easy to plot out the eyes, ears, and nose and where everything needs to go. Because before I was doing this, I was really struggling trying to figure out how to structure my faces. And so, yeah, using this has really helped me.
It's we doing.
So that'll be all for this video. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully I was able to help you out in drawing the human head and get you to look at it from a different perspective, and hopefully you can apply this technique to your own drawings and own characters. I know in my drawings that this has really been helpful for me and in my studies. And so yeah, this is just a page I did. You can do this yourself. This is a exercise of 50 heads, 50 faces I drew. And what I really wanted to do is break it down and try and find that shape I was talking about in the head and draw it at different angles and different positions as best as possible. And I think I did a pretty good job at it. I had fun doing this study. Basically, I studied the skull first, then I tried doing more realistic faces, and then on the last page I did more stylized faces, as you can see here. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.